Hello gents and lady gents, welcome to gaminggents.com. Coming up on this week's show, we have previews of FIFA 11, Batman the Brave and the Bold, and Dragon Age Origins 2. Tricky gets a bit arty with a shotgun. We also have reviews of Kane and Lynch 2, D.og Days, Monkey Island 2, and Mafia 2. But before all that shenanigans, here's the news. Xbox 360 owners can get an early taste of Dead Rising 2 with the release of Case Zero on the Xbox Live. For 400 Microsoft points, players can familiarise themselves with new character Chuck Green and the game's combo weapons and psycho boss fights. Splendorific! The demo for Platinum Games' eagerly anticipated Vanquish is now online for download. As is generally expected with this developer, the game looks set to be as hard as playing polo with a bunch of chimpanzees. Ha-ha, guffaw! ID Software will be giving gamers their first look at Rage, their latest game in development. The famous developer who pretty much invented the first-person shooter will be unveiling the project at the Eurogamer Expo at Earl's Court on October the 1st. As if you didn't know, the latest version of FIFA, titled FIFA 11, is winging its way to all formats on the 1st of October. What you might not know is that this version now includes the ability to be a goalkeeper. Yay, we all want to go in the net, don't we?
We'll see how much you like time, Clock King, when you're serving it behind bars. Oh, great.
Games following The Dark Knight have tended to lean towards the adult market. But with this offering, Warner Brothers have aimed at a wider market. With the focus on co-op team play, the game also allows interconnectivity with the DS to play as Batmite and allows you to be as helpful or mischievous as you like.
You've been teleported away to Iron Heights Prison, so now you don't have any excuses not to play.
Fine, but can I at least play as myself?
Sorry, pal. I get to be Batman. Smooth move, Dark Knight. You're as good at video games as you are at crime fighting.
I make it a point to prepare for all possible contingencies.
You just backflip. I want a backflip. Which button punches? Why do I keep jumping? Why do I keep jumping?
You're just button mashing.
Don't worry. I won't let us lose. I'm calling it for backup.
Video games? Shouldn't you be fighting crime somewhere, Bats?
I'll explain later, Green Arrow. Just play.
By connecting the Nintendo DS version to the Wii version, it allows you to play as moi! So close! Only Gorilla Grodd stands in our way.
Looks like you're a pest in video game form, too.
Arrow!
Gee, you're no fun, Bats.
Science Island episode complete! Mission accomplished, guys!
Which means now you can send me home.
As soon as you admit you had fun. I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, what about me?
You're not done yet! We've got even more episodes to play!
Can I be Batman?
Only to have it swallow them whole.
Hello, a pretty cinematic promoting Dragon Age Origins 2? Well, we won't complain too much. It also comes with the announcement that the release will be March 2011. Along with more good news for PS3 owners that BioWare are also going to release Mass Effect 2 on Sony's console. Hurrah!
I'm here to create the first ever live ammunition billboard, Kane and Lynch 2, D.og Days. Basically, we have a shooter who's going to be taking my target out. Stand close. Now it's going to get tasty and we're going to blow it to bits. That's it, mission accomplished.
Upper bridge! The jump will pick us up there! This way!
Kane and Lynch are ugly. Their faces are ugly, their personalities are ugly, their actions are ugly, and to carry on that theme, the game is ugly too. In a brave move, IO Entertainment have tried to make their game stand out by giving the visuals a lo-fi, grainy handheld home video style. I'm sure this was an attempt to give it a gritty, hard-edged realism to suck the gamer into the character's dark and bitter world. Unfortunately, it does none of these things. What it does do is piss you off. At best, make you go cross-eyed from time to time, and at worst, it's migraine-inducing. The camera shake as you run makes you seasick, and the way the exposure changes and the camera glitches and gains up sometimes makes it hard to see, and the handheld leaning makes it difficult to aim, leading to you spraying bullets in a blind hope to hit something. This is all meant to add to its excitement, creating a constant feeling of desperation and chaos. So much so, even the cameraman is trying to keep his head down. I do believe the developers should be given a pat on the back for trying something different, in an attempt to add another layer to it. Ultimately, in creating something that's entirely cosmetic, that fails so entirely, they've actually made the game worse to play. This perhaps wouldn't matter if we cared about the characters involved. Our attachment to them and empathy with their situation should excite us when they're in jeopardy, without the need for bouncy camera work and grainy visuals. But unfortunately, we don't get attached or empathise with them. Alright, Kane has a daughter who he's got a rocky relationship with because he's a criminal, but he needs to do one last job so he can look after her. And Lynch has a girlfriend called Sue, who he cares about, because he tells us he does.
Come on, Quaddle! Where are is she? Help me!
Help me!
Shit! It's Sue!
But really, these story points are given very short shrift, because I think they thought this would take too much time away from shooting policemen in the face. And again, that's the problem. The game has no pace except 1,000,000 miles an hour. The player has no time to reflect. And sure, for a short time, it's exciting being under a constant hail of fire. But once this is the norm, it eventually just becomes dull. Mercifully though, we don't have to endure this for too long, as the game is so short that you could easily clock the single player in a day. But yay, we've got multiplayer, and thankfully this is half decent, with online co-op a new addition from its predecessor. It makes the single player campaign a bit more bearable than playing on your own, and the team games are much superior than the single player, mainly because you actually have an objective other than just shooting everyone that you come across. Go somewhere, pick up some loot, and then get to the chopper! Against the clock, of course, whilst under the threat of betrayal from your teammates and death by the police. This gameplay mechanic is so much better than the single player. Why on ever it didn't occur to anyone that they should perhaps fit some of these devices into the actual game, I'll never know. But at least the multiplayer goes some way to fix the crimes that the single player commits. And in spite of the cover system being slightly clunky and frustrating at times, the frantic nature of the gunfights does raise the heart rate at times. If only they'd spent the time on the gameplay, story and characters, rather than an attempt to create an arty video look, the game could have been much, much better.
Good! Fend off the rest! Keep going! What? Just keep moving!